everyone. My name is Pooja, and welcome to the new episode of MCN Migration Guide. So today we're going to talk through a lot of amazing things like setups, what are the things to look up for, what to keep in mind while you're going through certain permission sets and things like that. We're also going to go through a little bit of the Lightning app and CSM, and we'll also share our personal story about how we had a panic attack on sending out an email and all that. So all different stuff coming up. And yeah, Lucas is going to walk us through some of the more of the admin side of the things and the setup. So I'll pass it over to you, Lucas.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Fuja, for this amazing introduction. And today the idea is that you come here without even enabling Marketing Cloud and you leave this call with your Marketing Cloud instance enabled and with your first users already inside the instance, starting asset migrations and all these cool things. So the first thing that you have to do to enable your Marketing Cloud, you have to come to your setup, Marketing Cloud, assisted setup, basic settings. Here's everything that you need to do. A lot of these tasks, Salesforce will have done for you, so you don't really have to worry about it. So for example, enabling Data Cloud, that's something that should be already done. Creating a Salesforce CRM connector, many times this is already done. Sometimes you have to do it. Doing it is very easily. You go here to your Data Cloud, Salesforce integrations, and Salesforce CRM. And you have this page that shows you the connections that you have with your CRM. If you don't see yours here, you just have to click on New and follow the steps. It's very straightforward. Basically, it connects your CRM with your Data Cloud. And we talked a lot about Data Cloud on episode 2. Then you have to add your default email channel. This should come by default, so you don't have to worry about this. Then you have to add data protection details to records. Also should come by default. If it didn't come by default, you have to come here to data protection and privacy. Just have to click edit and check this checkbox. Very straightforward. So it's not a major issue. And finally, you have select a data space. So your data cloud can be segmented among different data spaces. So for example, you can have a data space for North America, for EMEA, for APAC. In our case, we just have one data space. That is the default one. So you have to click on the data space that you want here and confirm. Once all of that is done, and again, as I said, most of that is default. To enable your Marketing Cloud, you just have to come here and click on Enable. And that should work. But what if you click on Enable a few times, Pooja, and it fails? It doesn't enable your Marketing Cloud. What would you do?
You panic.
Yeah, definitely I did.
Yeah, the first step is to panic and then figure out what to do. But yeah, jokes aside, I think the second step obviously would be to reach out to Salesforce support and hope that they reply to you right away or as soon as possible. They're known to take their own time, like maybe days or weeks sometimes. So yeah, also you don't want to do it multiple times and accidentally lock something in your instance or have some sort of shutdown. So yeah.
Yeah, I did once or twice. If it doesn't work, raise a support ticket. Most of the time, this is a provisioning issue. By the way, just talking about this, it came back to my mind of when we did it late last year. That actually we were kind of quick. We got Marketing Cloud next, and we wanted to enable it before all the backend infrastructure on the Salesforce side was finished. So some part of their system said that we didn't have access to Marketing Cloud. When actually we did. So once we reached out to support, this worked. And finally, once you finalize this, you have to install the marketing data kits for Data Cloud. These are the things that are going to connect your data with the marketing assets. And you just have to click install and wait. Very straightforward. no problem at all. And then you have to configure your identity resolutions. And we're going to talk a lot about identity resolutions on episode 4. So we're not going to talk about it right now. But know that you have a full episode on identity resolutions to investigate because it's a kind of complex topic. And if you have any trouble following the steps, you also have Salesforce help here that you can follow along. It provides all the requirements that you have before doing it, all the things that you have to do, all these steps, and outlines all of it. So after you finalize all of this, you have to start providing access to people, including yourself, to Marketing Cloud Next, so you can start working there. And to do so, you do by permission sets. So you have 2 default permission sets to Marketing Cloud, which are the Marketing Cloud Admin and the Marketing Cloud Manager. And here on Salesforce, you can also see the descriptions of everything that each of those permission sets can do. But basically, Marketing Cloud Manager can manage any set of campaigns, can set up communications, flows, everything, while the admin side is basically more admin, right? It goes deeper, and then you can start provisioning these permission sets to your team and having them log in into Marketing Cloud. So when I finalized that, I gave Pooja Marketing Cloud Manager and said, "Hey Pooja, you now have access. You can log in and see what you think." And what happened?
It did not work. I was not able to. It was just taking me to the default Salesforce page and had like a red. I think if I remember it correctly, yet I think it had like a red banner or something at the top that you don't have access to this. I was like, yeah, I don't have access to this. And Lucas was like, but I gave you access. Maybe refresh, maybe re-log in. But it did not work at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was just after the provisioning error, so I just thought maybe waiting a day will make it work. The next day it tried
Yeah.
again.
No.
It didn't. So I
No.
did give you admin permission. And what happened after I gave you admin permission?
It still did not work.
Yeah,
It still did not work. It's still like I was like, yeah, I'm not able to see anything. I don't think we waited a day after that to see if it
no,
would
after
work.
that, no.
Yeah.
At that, we just believed that it was not a matter of permission sets.
Yeah.
And this will happen basically every single time that you give someone access because Marketing Cloud Next is an app inside of your Salesforce. So here you are in Sales Cloud. To go to Marketing Cloud Next, it's not a different login. You have to search for marketing here and click. And you have to make this app available to people, not just a permission set. So people can have access to the app and not be able to see anything, and people might be able to see everything but not be able to log the app, which in the end is kind of useless, but that happens. So to give access to the app, you have to come to App Manager right here, and you have to click on the Marketing app. Here is 49, row 49. You have to go on Edit, User Profiles, and add all the profiles that you want to have access to this app. Only this way the people will be able to see the app itself and start working on it. So the only one that starts by default is System Admin. That's why when I gave myself the permission set of Marketing Cloud Admin, was able to see, but Pooja was not a system admin. So even though I gave her Marketing Cloud Admin permission, she couldn't see it because her profile wasn't here.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting that I remember at the time I was like, maybe just make me Salesforce admin and I'd be able to access everything. And or like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, our team would kill, our sales team would murder me literally if I created an admin. But yeah, you don't have to make your full organization system admins. You just have to come here and update that list. But for me, it was very counterintuitive because I gave a permission set access. How come you don't see it?
Yeah.
Are you really trying to find the marketing app?
Yeah.
So now you are in this journey where you finally have Marketing Cloud. You have your team being able to log into it, and they want to start migrating assets to your content management system, but they come here and they cannot see your CMS. Why does this happen, Buja?
Oh, it's because they don't have access to it, even though they have the permission set, they have the app access, like they have all that stuff, but they don't have access to this. Which is like I guess like Salesforce has like layers of security and all that that makes it a bit complicated. But some of the stuff, in my opinion, feels a bit weird, like to have in the first place. Like, yeah, we do want to have the guardrails, but not everything needs to be guardrailed, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. At least not at that level. It is a bit slowing down if you're not prepared to deal with those
Yeah.
things because you expect, okay, I gave system admin access. You should have access. It's not system admin, but marketing cloud admin. You should have access to everything.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have access to the app and then you don't have access to the CMS. So for all of you that are watching us, these are some of our learned lessons.
Yeah.
It is very important to focus on those things too. So for example, we are using main workspace. If you want to add anyone to this workspace, you just have to come here on this engine, contributors, and add contributors, and you can add anyone from your Salesforce instance to here. And then you have to set up their contributor role, so they can be content admin that can see everything. They can be content manager that can only see the content itself. They cannot add people, they cannot add languages or anything like that. Or they can be authors that they can create content but not publish it. So we'll have all these different kind of permissions in all these different areas. Just be sure to set them up properly once you're creating your marketing cloud and provisioning your team access. So we are in this wonderful moment that we can start creating content here. So we were very excited as a team when we got to this moment because we thought, okay, now we can send our first emails and we can start sending communications and we can finalize the migration from Pardot to here. So we have this new letter that we send every single month, and people asked us, hey, can you send it next month from Marketing Cloud Next? And what did we say, Pooja?
Yeah, we said, yes, we will send it from Marketing Cloud next. At this point in time, we did not have everything set up in Marketing Cloud, just FYI. But we were like, yeah, we can send it. How hard can that be, right?
Yeah, we thought, come on. We already have access. By that time, the audience was almost fully migrated.
Yeah.
Our team could create the email here, so we thought, yeah, it is time. And what I so intelligently did is that I set up our DMARC and DKIM for Marketing Cloud Next, and we're going to talk about those things on episode 8 on how to do it. And so by setting up our DMARC and DKIM, I removed the DMARC and DKIM from Pardot, so we couldn't send emails from Pardot anymore. But we couldn't send from Marketing Cloud Next yet either because we hadn't set up consent, we hadn't set up segmentation, we hadn't set up
Yeah.
basically anything. It was basically this moment we had access, and that was it.
Yeah.
So this is a nice reminder that you are far from over in this migration journey. You have access, but you still have to set it up just so many places. Don't tell your boss, yeah, of course, we can send an email next week.
Yeah, no.
Pooja was wanting to murder me, just a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, we're not ready. But Lucas was like, no, it's okay. We're ready.
And to make things better, we were at a conference that week, so we didn't have enough time to work on anything.
Yep.
Well,
And the newsletter, yeah, and the newsletter was supposed to go out in like 2 days or something. I remember. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, we don't have anything ready. We cannot send it. Like, and the sad part, or like also the part that was more panicking, was like we couldn't even send it out from Pardot. And we're like, oh shit, now what do we do? Yeah.
Now we have basically no option. We have to make this thing work
Yeah.
as quick as we can. But it was fun, and in the end, it worked out. So if you receive Revenue Pulse November's newsletter, know that that was a product of all our madness.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Well, all right, that was episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned how to set up your Marketing Cloud Next instance and accesses. And stay tuned for the next ones. We're going to talk about so many cool things on the next few ones, including how to send your first email properly.